Hello and welcome back to my channel, Miami Star Tarot. Today I am doing a reading for June 2021 for Aries. I am starting my fire signs here. This is only for Aries for June 2021. Again, I'm giving a time frame for what it is, but it could give or take, a few weeks. I am basically looking at this as between now and maybe beginning of summer, anytime in between. All right, again, this is a read for Aries. This is a love reading, and there is also sexual energy attached to it. So if you don't want to hear anything sexual, not that there's going to be a ton of it, because I'm not doing, this is not about sexual energy exactly, only it's about love as well. And sometimes sex comes up, sometimes it doesn't. So and again, I have to say this because I've had a couple people complain. It's not juicy details, and it's not going to be highly sexual. It's not pornographic either, okay? Unfortunately, there have been people that have wanted that and gotten a little mad at me for it. So I guess I wasn't being juicy enough with my reads, Aries. So here we go. I will shuffle these as best I could. These cards are really stiff. They're very hard for me to shuffle the traditional way. So it might take me, you might see me struggling a little bit. Also don't want to ruin them. Okay, Aries, for love and sexual energy for June 2021. See what is going on for Aries. Cut the deck. Okay, the World. Sorry, I'm taking my bracelet. It's scraping. Okay. Knight of Wands. The Empress, Five of Wands, the Emperor, ooh, and the Page of Swords. I need to find your energy here, Eight of Pentacles. All right, Aries, in a true Aries fashion, you are razor focused. You have your eye on the prize. You know what you want. You know how to get it. You know what you need to do. Okay. And most Aries that I know truly are this way. If they know they want something, they go after it and they know how to do it. They make a plan. Some don't make a plan. They stumble through it, but they always, if you set your eyes on the prize and you work toward it, you get what you want. Okay. And I feel like Aries really is a person that is not afraid of taking things head on if it means success for them. Okay. Let me take a look at your cards right here. What you do have, which is very interesting, is the Empress and the Emperor. Okay. In the spread. So that's a very strong, positive connection between you and the person of interest that is going on here. Okay. I'm going to move some of these cards around. All right. What I'm seeing is a very deep, very close connection with somebody, okay, with the Emperor and the Empress. But I'm also seeing some challenges, okay? And the types of challenges I'm seeing is the Knight of Wands. There is a very strong sexual connection between you two. You do have the Page of Swords as well, which is about getting messages across. It's about, those are messengers, and they're younger energies. They're not as strong as the Knights. Okay. So there seems to be some communication issues with this person. And I'm going to pull a clarifier to see if I can get any more information from them. There definitely is a connection issue, and it's, you are in your own read. You know, the Emperor is Aries, so you're definitely in your own read. There's communication issues that are happening right now, and I just want to get a little bit more information here. 7 of Pentacles. Okay. So with the world is the beginning and the ending of cycles in your life. Okay. It could also be the beginning or ending of anything in your life. It could be like your marriage, a relationship. It could be a work cycle, anything that you are more or less wondering about. Okay. In this case, this is a love reading. So I'm putting the world right here where it's going to more or less support the Emperor and the Empress. I feel like some of you guys are going to be at a crossroads this summer. It's a time that you might both start really looking into, digging a little bit deeper in your relationship, wondering if things are going to end or if they're going to begin. And if you want to revive, I think for some of you guys, it might be a little bit of a revival more than anything. So I'm going to put this 7 of Pentacles here because I feel like for some of you guys, you've put down roots in this relationship with this person. And I feel like you're a little frustrated because you're not getting out of it what you feel like you're putting in. It almost feels to me that Aries, you feel like you are doing all the work and you're not reaping the rewards fast enough. And it's not because you're being selfish. It's because you really aren't getting back what you're putting in. That's a fact. I feel like sexually, there's a lot of chemistry between you two. And I feel like that's what attracted you to this person to begin with. I feel like, and it's one of those things, and you know, love can be born out of lust. It's true. It can be. I feel like for some of you guys, it was like lust at first sight. And it could also be a type of lust that you don't realize what's going on. It's just like this deep desire for this person. That is what brought you together. And I want to say that for some of you, because you are very headstrong, Aries, that is what you interpreted as a deep spiritual connection with this person because it drew you. You were drawn to them in a way that in true Aries fashion, it said, that's what you want, go get it. Your body doesn't lie to you. You're feeling these things for a reason, Aries, and you went for it. Now, are you right for each other? I think for the majority of you, yes, you are. So it's not a mistake that you acted out of lust, because I feel like for most of you, it developed into love. And it doesn't mean that love wasn't there. It's just the lust part of it was very high, you know, and it doesn't mean that there is no love. It's the lust part of it. And you know what? Sometimes that is a very, very important type of connection to have with somebody, is to be able to have that lusty, that pull, that desire burning, you know, on the surface, because the love is developing underneath the surface. Okay. So it's not a bad thing. I feel like for some of you, it went fast. It went very, very fast. Maybe you got married or you got into this relationship, you started something. And now some of like that lust and that feeling is starting to settle. And here is where you are noticing now the faults or what's missing. You know, the dust settled and now you can see a little bit more clearly what was not there that you before chose not to see, or the desire part, the lusty side of you just didn't see it. You know, they would compensate some other way. So we are looking at Aries, you feeling a need to communicate with this person, something that might be a little bit uncomfortable for you. And it could simply be that they're not pulling their weight in something, and the summer might be the summer where this comes out in the open and you have some deep, honest discussions about it. There is no doubt, Aries, that you have set some deep roots into this relationship. You both have. You both have. But there is, I think, the possibility, Aries, that you've put in a little bit more work than the other person. Okay. And you're starting to feel that more. I feel like with this whole pandemic as well, Aries, that being around people more often and having to deal with something together, like it's created some people to step into reality a little bit more and not live in a fantasy world. And I'm not saying that you live in a fantasy world, Aries, you definitely don't, but you know, the whole relationship aspect that you've developed with this person, I think maybe some of it has settled in this last couple of years, year and a half at this point. So there are some things right now that are starting to nag at you a little bit, and you guys definitely have to have discussions about it. I don't think that for the most part, these are things that you can't overcome. Again, you do have the Emperor and Empress, which is a power couple. You know, those cards came out in your spread for a reason. Okay. And the World card, which is the beginning and the end of cycles in your life. I don't think your cycle is going to end anytime soon. Your ability to understand yourself and your ability to acknowledge things that need to get done and chase after it and get it done is what is going to save, I think, this connection with this person. Okay. I am talking to a handful of people here that are Aries, because this really, I think, has a lot to do with people that are already in a relationship. Okay. If you are not in a relationship, the way I could interpret these cards for you is that there is a lot of potential for you to begin a relationship with this person of interest, but things are not going to develop the way you want them to be, and they're not going to take root as quickly as you want. So you might constantly feel like your relationship is based a lot on sex and fun versus deep-rooted love. Okay. The potential's there. It is there. Okay. For those that are single, but I feel like you're going to have to put more effort into this relationship than they will. Okay. And based on the cards that I have on the table, I can pick up a little bit on some signs. The person that we're talking about could be a Taurus with this Empress card, an Aries with the Emperor card. Okay. So I'm getting a lot of Aries, a lot of Taurus type of energy from these cards. Doesn't have to be, but if I was to throw out there any sign that I see, that's what I'm seeing more than anything. So those of you Aries that are in a relationship, I feel like this is going to be the summer where you're going to have to hash some of these things out. I feel like in your home, there could be some tensions building up, and it may not just be the two of you. It could be if you guys share children, or it could be aging parents. It could be, you know, sibling relationships, friendships, things at work that could possibly be contributing to maybe some of you guys being a little on edge, and maybe notice you're starting to be more hypersensitive to things around you that are not working out the way you want them to. But if I can give you one positive here, is your razor focus and your ability to really pinpoint an issue. Might take you some time to think about it, because you are a thinker as well, Aries. You do, some of you guys are a little impulsive, but for the most part, I think when something's very important to you, you do have the tendency to think about it. Sex is great, and it will always be great. Attraction's there. Attraction hasn't gone anywhere. It's a little less, maybe, like, because you have responsibilities, other things to worry about. But like the base of your relationship, like the attraction is still there. You're just starting to, you know, start feeling some of the tensions. And I think the pandemic also could have thrown you guys in that direction as well. Okay. So that is what I have for you, Aries. Please subscribe, comment, like, to help support my channel. I do appreciate hearing any type of feedback that you have for the readings. Anyways, thank you for visiting my channel. That's all I have for you, Aries. Bye-bye.